Hello and welcome. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, you've likely built a routine around protecting your health. But what if I told you that a pillar of that routine, something sitting in your medicine cabinet right now, could be a silent saboteur? As a physician specializing in brain health for aging adults, I've seen a tragic paradox play out time and again. Patients arrive in my office not because they've neglected their health, but because they've been diligently trying to protect it. They've been taking their vitamins. Yes, you heard that correctly. The very supplements many believe are their shield against aging can, under the wrong circumstances, become a hidden threat. Today, we're not going to talk about diet or exercise. We are going to discuss 5 extremely common vitamins that, when taken incorrectly, could quietly increase your risk for a stroke, a dangerous brain bleed, or nerve damage. This isn't about fear, it's about knowledge, because the right information can be life-saving. If you take vitamin E, B6, D, A, or niacin, this conversation is for you. Before we dive in, I'm curious about your perspective. Have you ever wondered if a supplement could be doing more harm than good? Let me know in the comments by typing yes if the thought has crossed your mind, or no if this is a new concept for you. And if you believe that proactive health education is our best medicine, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel for science-backed advice tailored for you. Let's begin with a supplement often hailed as a friend to your heart: vitamin E. For decades, vitamin E has been marketed as a champion of cardiovascular wellness. Many of you might have a bottle of it, hoping to support circulation, protect your cells, and maybe even keep your skin looking youthful. But here is the critical piece of information that's rarely printed in bold on the label. In high doses, vitamin E acts as a stealth blood thinner. Let me share the story of Arthur, a 72-year-old retired accountant from Manchester. Arthur was meticulous. He tracked his blood pressure, walked 2 miles a day, and took his prescribed blood thinner, warfarin, exactly as his doctor ordered. One day, he read an article about the powerful antioxidant benefits of natural vitamin E and decided to add an 800 IU capsule to his daily regimen. He thought, "It's natural. It must be safe." Less than a month later, Arthur was rushed to the hospital with a splitting headache and sudden alarming confusion. The diagnosis wasn't a clot. It was a hemorrhagic stroke, a bleed inside his brain. The combination of his prescription medication and the high-dose vitamin E had made his blood so thin that a tiny, fragile vessel in his brain had ruptured. He was doing everything right. Yet this one addition, this healthy supplement, nearly cost him his life. Here's the takeaway. The recommended daily intake of vitamin E is about 22 IU. Yet supplements often contain 400, 800, or even 1,000 IU. If you are taking any medication for your heart, especially blood thinners like aspirin, clopidogrel, or warfarin, adding high-dose vitamin E without medical supervision is like pouring gasoline on a fire. Please, check your labels. The second vitamin on our list is equally deceptive, often sold as a miracle for nerve pain and brain fog. Let's discuss vitamin B6. You'll find vitamin B6 in countless brain booster or nerve support formulas. The promise is tempting: more energy, better focus, an end to that tingling in your hands and feet. But this is one of the most tragic ironies I see in my practice. An excess of vitamin B6 doesn't help your nerves. It can poison them. Consider Carol, a 68-year-old grandmother from Canada who adores her garden. When she started feeling numbness in her feet and her balance felt a bit off, she blamed it on getting older and spending hours on her knees planting tulips. Her well-meaning daughter bought her a maximum-strength nerve support supplement. It contained 100 milligrams of vitamin B6 per tablet, and the bottle suggested 2 a day. Over the next year, Her condition worsened. She began stumbling. The numbness spread to her hands, making it difficult to button her coat. The culprit wasn't age or arthritis. It was vitamin B6 toxicity. In older adults, the body struggles to process high amounts of B6, allowing it to build up and strip the protective myelin sheath from nerve endings. It's like peeling the insulation off an electrical wire. The signals from the brain get scrambled. The symptoms creep up so slowly that they are almost always mistaken for something else. Thankfully, we caught it in time to halt the progression, but Carol still relies on a walker for stability. Her passion for gardening has been curtailed, all because of a supplement she thought was helping. For adults over 50, the safe upper limit is around 10 milligrams per day, including from food. Many supplements contain 10 times that amount. This brings us to our third potential danger, perhaps the most popular vitamin of all, vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. Everyone knows vitamin D is crucial for bone health, especially as we age, but more is not better. In fact, too much can set the stage for a stroke, particularly at night. When you take excessive vitamin D, your body absorbs too much calcium into the bloodstream. This condition, hypercalcemia, forces calcium into the walls of your arteries, making them stiff and brittle. Think of a flexible garden hose turning into a hard, calcified pipe. Now, add in the fact that many older adults are slightly dehydrated overnight. This combination of stiff arteries and thicker blood creates a perfect storm for a blood clot to form and travel to the brain. I remember Susan, a 74-year-old retired teacher from the Pacific Northwest. Concerned about the lack of sun, she diligently took 10,000 IU of vitamin D every evening before bed, believing she was preventing osteoporosis. One morning, her husband found her unable to speak, her face drooping on one side. Her stroke was a direct consequence of vitamin D toxicity that had hardened her arteries over time. The risk is highest at night, when your circulatory system is naturally at its slowest. If you take vitamin D, take it in the morning, and never exceed the dose recommended by your doctor based on actual blood work. From bones, we now turn to a vitamin often linked with vision and skin, vitamin A. You might take vitamin A for your eyes or because an anti-aging formula promised you glowing skin. What you need to know is that vitamin A is fat-soluble. Unlike water-soluble vitamins that your body flushes out, vitamin A gets stored in your liver and fatty tissues. As we get older, our liver's ability to clear excess substances slows down, making us highly susceptible to toxic buildup. When too much vitamin A accumulates, it can cause a terrifying condition called pseudotumor cerebri, or false brain tumor. The pressure inside your skull increases, mimicking the symptoms of a brain tumor. Severe headaches, blurred vision, dizziness, and confusion. I treated a gentleman named George, who was taking his daily multivitamin, which already contained 100% of his needed vitamin A, plus a separate vision support formula that added another 10,000 IU on top. He was unknowingly poisoning himself. He thought he was protecting his sight, but he was putting his entire brain under dangerous pressure. Finally, let's address a vitamin many take to manage their cholesterol. Niacin, or vitamin B3. Niacin is known for causing a flush, a sudden feeling of warmth and redness in the skin. This happens because it causes blood vessels to rapidly expand, but what follows is a rebound effect, where those same vessels constrict, sometimes dramatically. For an older adult, this rapid yo-yoing of blood vessel size can cause a dangerous spike in blood pressure. This isn't a stable, healthy process. It's like repeatedly striking a fragile teacup with a small hammer. Over time, that stress can damage the vessel lining or restrict blood flow to the brain, triggering a TIA or mini-stroke. If you have any history of high blood pressure or heart rhythm issues, high-dose niacin should only be taken under strict medical supervision. So, if these pills are so risky, what is the answer? It's simpler and more powerful than you think. The answer lies not in a bottle, but on your plate. Your body was not designed to run on high-dose, isolated chemical compounds. It was designed to run on food, real, whole, nourishing food. Let's go back to my patient, Arthur, the retired accountant. After his health scare, we radically simplified his routine. We cleared out the cabinet of questionable supplements. His new prescription was his breakfast. It looked like this: a bowl of oatmeal with a handful of walnuts and blueberries. The oatmeal provided slow-release energy, stabilizing his blood sugar. The walnuts offered natural vitamin E and omega-3 fats, protecting his brain in a balanced way. The blueberries provided antioxidants to fight inflammation. Alongside it, a glass of water to ensure his brain was hydrated. Within a month, he felt better than he had in years. His mind was sharp, his energy was stable, and his blood pressure was perfect. He was healing his body with every bite. The best brain foods are simple: leafy greens like spinach, fatty fish like salmon, colorful berries, and nuts and seeds. They provide a symphony of nutrients that work together, just as nature intended. Our final, most important takeaway today is this: awareness is your best medicine. At this stage of life, knowledge is more potent than any pill. You don't need to fear vitamins, but you must respect them. Your body is different now. It processes things differently. Read the labels, question the marketing, and most importantly, have an honest conversation with your doctor before adding anything new to your routine. What is one small change you are inspired to make after hearing this? Share it in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else. Thank you for investing this time in your health. Please give this video a like to help it reach others who need to hear this message, and subscribe for more honest, practical health advice. Remember, you are in control. Your health is your greatest asset. It's time to become its most informed guardian.